Ladies and gentlemen, can I please ask you to approach the stage? Come closer. My name is Marko Turpeinen, and I'm the director of EIT ICT Labs, European Institute of Innovation and Technology. And it's my great pleasure to have all of you here for this grand opening event of the Open Innovation House. And, well, we could talk a lot about what do we mean by innovation or what do we mean by openness, but let's rather, have this day for you to see it for yourself. Go around the building, find out what we do in this building, who we are, and what we want to achieve together. But before we let you to do that, before we open up the house, the idea is to go through a fairly quick round of presentations by the organizations that are actually the tenants of the building. Before we go there, so just a quick lineup. Who are the people, who are the organizations in the Open Innovation House? So starting from my top left, so that means fourth floor, west side. So we have AppCampus. So head of AppCampus, who is probably here, Pekka Sivonen, would say that that's the sexiest innovation program on the planet right now. And who am I to argue against Pekka? But you can check yourself. It is pretty cool. So Nokia, Microsoft, Aalto together wants to boost Windows mobile developer community, and that's really happening right there. Then we have Nokia Research. So Nokia Research Center moved from to Otaniemi from Ruoholahti. So fourth and third floor of this building on this side, on the east side, are for Nokia. And they have a place called Nokia Vision Lounge, which I haven't actually visited myself yet. I'm looking forward to it, but you can all do that later. Then on the second floor, on that side, so we have a Helsinki Institute for Information Technology, which is a joint research institute between University of Helsinki and Aalto University. One of the best, I would say best, because I'm an HIIT guy myself, in IT research in Finland. And in several ways also ranked as one of the best institutes of Aalto in this area. So go and see what HIIT is doing. Then on the first floor on this side we have our newest tenants, Wärtsilä, so Wärtsilä Innovation Node. I don't know what Wärtsilä guys are doing because they just are moving in, so I'm looking forward to seeing that myself. But that's right there on our left-hand side. And then finally, EIT. So just a few words of what we do at EIT. We educate and innovate. So EIT is having joint programs in education with other hotspots in Europe, in Paris, Berlin, Eindhoven, Trento, and Stockholm. And the idea is that we have joint programs for master students, for doctoral students, for lifelong education, and we want to combine the best IT teaching, especially with the focus on entrepreneurship. So we want to educate entrepreneurial, talented students. So we educate. But we also innovate. We want to bring innovation to the market from the labs, and EIT is looking for different ways on how to help startups to meet big companies in Europe, how to make researchers to meet innovation opportunities in the market. And we do that in various different areas. But if you want to know about ICT Labs, so we are right there above us on the second floor in our so-called co-location center. That is a physical place that helps these people, our students, our researchers, our startups, our industry partners, our research partners to come together. The core partners in EIT, ICT Labs are here in Finland are Aalto University, Nokia and VTT.
Dear users of the Open Innovation House, dear colleagues and students, dear collaborators and friends of Aalto, ladies and gentlemen. I couldn't help it to start with the music, James Brown singing I Feel Good. I knew that I would now that I got you, and I think he was probably talking about the woman, but I'm obviously talking about the celebration of the grand opening of our Open Innovation House. We have been talking about it for quite a while, almost the whole duration of Aalto University. We built it for more than a year. And we all actually, I think the first inhabitants moved in already in September, so there is already something for you to see here in this building now that we have this official opening ceremony. As you know, Aalto is striving as a university to be in the world class, but we are doing it with our quite unique profile, which is combining science and technology and business and design. And we say that the national mission of Aalto University is really to improve Finland's competitiveness and welfare. And as we've heard also from Marko Turpeinen, we take this role very seriously. So we want to do excellent work in research and education and innovation, but we do it because we want something practical and good and useful to come out of it. So as a university, we have the research and artistic excellence, which kind of provide the basis for the collaborations that also are happening in this house and the positive impact on the societal development. And also a university where research and education and problem solving, practical problem solving, go in hand in hand. And so here in Otaniemi, this is not the only space or the first space even where we have created environments which are making a good basis for this kind of interaction. So we have the design factory and the startup sauna, and also under development what we call an urban mill platform on one end of the campus. We have the Aalto Digital Design Lab here, BioArt and Luma laboratories for different kinds of activities in the middle of our campus, and now we have here the Open Innovation House. And activities in these kind of platforms are really characterized by the fact that there are many different kinds of people and activities that are happening at the same time. So it's not like we're separating that, okay, here we do research and then we go to the other building and we provide the education. And when we have industrial projects, we put them in a third building. But we actually want to try and integrate these activities into each other. And I think that the Open Innovation House has been happening, or it has been open for participation only for a very short time, but I think that I can already see the incredible energy and enthusiasm which is kind of being born in these kind of environments where people come from different kinds of organization and they find each other, hopefully in the coffee room or somewhere. I actually remember one of the first prerequisites from Nokia was when we were planning this building, was to say that, yes, the building is important, but make sure that there is good coffee. And I hope that we can live up to that expectation as well. So this is called an Open Innovation House, and there's actually a meaning into the house because we kind of want to have a feeling that people who work here, that they feel that this building is a kind of a familiar home base where they kind of seek themselves back when they have their different kinds of activities, of course, internationally and so forth. So the user's needs, in one way, have been the guiding principle when we have been designing and planning this house, but it's also the users that will end up shaping and reshaping this building to meet their needs, which are, of course, going to be changing over the times. So like it was already mentioned here in Open Innovation, we are very, very happy to welcome our partners to the Otaniemi Campus, so Nokia Research Center, the ICT Labs, our 4 startups, Kupa, from Go, NetMed, and HIIT, and hopefully others later on, as our cohabitants and partners. And we're also very happy to place our own activities, so it's not like we are building this house or building just for our collaborators, but we also want to be here ourselves. And so the Aalto Science Institute, which is hosted by the School of Science in this building, is equally welcome to share this space. And we're very happy to see this mix of internal participants and also partners. We are very proud to be hosting the AppCampus program of Nokia and Microsoft, and we really warmly want also to welcome Wärtsilä here to share this environment with us. And of course, I want to extend this invitation to yet new partners that we can't yet imagine, also to see how this building works and maybe find a little home here. So we built this house for collaboration, so I hope that it will offer you unexpected and interesting, inspiring encounters, a unique research and co-creation community, and a lot of opportunities to meet with the best of the best, whatever their field of interest might be. So once again, I welcome you all to the Otaniemi Campus and the Open Innovation House. And on behalf of Aalto University, I now declare the Open Innovation House officially opened. Thank you.
Thanks for everybody. Thanks for the opportunity actually to be here and at grand opening to representing Nokia, and as well indeed being an ex-researcher myself, this is a very important moment for myself as well. I'm very proud to say that the innovation in Nokia is well alive and actually gathering speed. We continue to demonstrate that through multiple different ways in the world. Good example was just 2 weeks ago, there was the big industry fair in Barcelona, the biggest in a year, and where we said that we will bring what used to be a high-end innovation into accessible to much more people in the world, much broader geographic coverage. And as part of that, we actually launched 4 brand new products in that show. We launched 2 Lumia products, the Lumia 720 and Lumia 520, as well as then 2 lower priced, more affordable products, more for the emerging markets, the Nokia 301, as well as then the 15 euro priced Nokia 105, which the Spanish press was very quick to christen the dos cervezas, i.e. the phone that costs as much as 2 beers. And the innovation that we are doing was very well highlighted in those products. You know, the camera technology, we are very proud of the camera technology in the Nokia, and our camera lab in Tampere is very famous. But also the innovations in a camera and imaging side done in a Nokia Research Center were very, very well presented in those in those products. Example would be if I take the 301, where when taking the picture of yourself, you can actually voice command the device instead of pressing it yourself. And in the Lumia 720, you can there's a Glam Me application where you can take the picture of yourself, edit and play with that image. It's with a fantastic kind of front-facing camera that the product has. And this is just kind of recent product innovations, not to talk about all the patents that we are creating. If we think about our patents, Nokia Research Center actually is the heart of that. That's where most of our patents are created. I don't know if you knew, but over the past year, so 2012, we actually generated more patent applications than any year since 2007. And most of those patents are done in Nokia Research Center. Over 2/3 of those patents, the applicants in at least one of the applicants in each one of those applications, 2/3 of them actually either reside or live or are Finnish or reside in Finland. So Finland is very much of a core of our innovation as well. More broadly, I would say that the Nokia has changed internally quite a bit. We are much leaner, much faster, much more entrepreneurial company than we were before. That means also changes in how we work in, for example, in Nokia Research Center. It means that we need to be striking much tighter ties with universities, research institutes and the like. And the Open Innovation House, I think, is a great example of that kind of a thing. We have a very long history in NRC to do things like this. If you think about the 30-year history of NRC, I mean, Otaniemi was the first place where we started the whole NRC. Now we are back kind of in our roots, the same way we are close to the universities in multiple other geographies that we are, like Tampere would be a good example. When we look at the innovations over the years that we have done in this kind of a collaboration, the wireless standards is a good example. Not to talk about the GSM and the 3G, but if we just look at the ever faster LTE, the latest and the greatest, what we've done mainly in the Nokia Research Center is that today we own over 400 patent families, which means that out of the essential patents that are overall done by anybody, owned by anybody in the industry for LTE, over half are actually owned by Nokia. And that shows the level of innovation and the level of quality of the work that we are doing in the company. There are good demos also. I hope you have a time to see them as well. We're going to have here today a demo on wireless sharing as well as a demo on latest and greatest on video coding. On Open Innovation House, we are of course very excited about that opportunity, not only to get the great coffee here, but actually all the innovation that this kind of a setup can create. If we look at the partners that we have Aalto University, which is a unique setup. It is really a innovative setup, combining technology, the economics, and design into a single setup, very unique in Finland. And at the same time, Aalto having a very high ambition on being a recognized player in the world, both in education and in the field of research. So a very good partner here. As well as then, if we look at overall in Otaniemi around us, research centers like VTT, the university, as I said, and high-tech companies who believe in investing in technology like ourselves or Wärtsilä, it's a very important thing to have these things together, and it's almost like the prerequisite today to really drive innovation forward. NRC has historically been the center of creativity in Nokia. We have very much benefited over the years the relationship with the partners like universities. The universities have given us a lot of insight, continue to give us a lot of insight on the latest and greatest on technologies. We hope to give back to the universities in setups like this how to take that technology and create the products that can then change the world. I think the innovation is very much alive. I really look forward to seeing all the fruits that come out of the Open Innovation House, and I feel very confident looking into the future. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and first of all, let me thank you for the opportunity of being here. In Wärtsilä, we are very honored and at the same time very excited about this grand opening event. It's since 2011 that in Wärtsilä we have been looking to find a location like this. A lot of thoughts around, but here with Aalto University things has happened. So let me thank you, the President, Professor Tuula Teeri, and the whole Aalto University for this happening and this great achievement. The Wärtsilä is an high-tech company. We have a turnover of roughly 5 billion euro, and we employ 19,000 people around the globe in 70 different countries and 170 different locations. So we are truly a global player. We are also in the top tier when it comes to investments in research and development. Over the past years, Wärtsilä has invested 4% of the net sales in research and development activities. To be noted that in our industry, in the power energy industry, the average is roughly below 3%. So we are taking the next steps when it comes to innovation and to research. We are serving two different markets in Wärtsilä, the ship power markets. What do we do there? We start from designing a ship and moving out from the core of Wärtsilä, the engines, gas engines very much nowadays, diesel engines, and propellers. We go into the electrical room, we go into the environmental products, and we arrive to the bridge where we have all the automations, all the controls. And then we have the power plant business where we deliver turnkey power plants. And from there you start, from the civil constructions, the civil engineering, the mechanical engineering, the engines, all the ancillary and all the electrical engineering to connect to the grid. Every third ships that you see in the horizon is powered by Wärtsilä. And every second ship is maintained by Wärtsilä. 4% of the entire energy production in the globe is coming from Wärtsilä power plants. These are numbers that without an impressive amount and intensive focus on research, we will not be able to keep and to maintain. So for us, it's extremely important in investing in research, in looking into innovative ideas on how to be in the market. Aalto University and in general also the other Finnish university and Wärtsilä had a long relation. We have been working together in projects founded by the European Union, founded by the TECES here in Finland. We work in Hercules project, which is one of the biggest projects founded by European Union to develop the products of the future, very efficient and very environmental friendly. We work together with Aalto University in several projects in the mechanical field, in the electrical field, in the automation field, in the industrial design field. And we are basically also looking very much at all the students. We are supporting them in their master thesis work. We are supporting them in their postgraduate activities and work. And this is for us an extremely important part. This is the way for Wärtsilä to get new ideas, new different way of thinking, fresh way of thinking in the company. And I'm pretty sure that when we have this open innovation house and with Wärtsilä, we have Wärtsilä Innovation Node at your left here. And this is a reply and an answer from our company on how to mix students, researcher, and business professional. We truly believe that by this mix we can enrich Aalto University and we can enrich our company to be more successful. I wish you all the possibility to be in our Wärtsilä Innovation Node. You will see a lot about our innovation. You will see a vision on how automation and controls for our product will look like in the future. You will have the opportunity to see the latest design of the propulsion control systems we have done, which was lately awarded with the best of best in the red dot design. Very, very important for us. You will see how we have a look on the augmented reality. So for us, again, the Wärtsilä Innovation Node is the answer on how to mix these two different worlds that needs to work together. And by inviting once more you all into our Wärtsilä Innovation Node, I also say let's get connected. Thank you very much.
Let's get connected was really good introduction to my few words as well. And another aspect that I want to bring up. Marko was saying that we are all, the speakers are attendants of this building. Nokia Siemens network is not physically. But, why am I here? What I'm going to say? I'll briefly introduce what we call new Otaniemi Innovation Net. And I'll explain why that is very close to what Nokia Siemens network is doing, why we are here. First of all, you heard that I come from so-called technology to business acceleration, which is actually a innovation activity within Nokia Siemens network. So innovation is very close to what we are doing. We are running customer pilots, innovation project, leading its business activities based on technology. So that's kind of the background. And how I see that, what we have now come up with Nokia, with Aalto University, with AppCampus and the participants of this Open Innovation House, new Innovation Net, it's a innovation platform. And what is it really? It is a fourth generation network that we decided to build up together with, starting with, first with Will Gardwell, then with Pekka Sivonen, and now officially we can declare that network open. It is unique from the point of view that we as a telecommunication equipment vendor, we are running network. We are not an operator. We are running network together with the Aalto University IT, and we are offering that as a innovation place, innovation capability to build applications, to build networking technologies. And why do we think that that is something that is very important? Applications themselves can be great, but if they don't know the capabilities of the environment where they run, they might run into challenges. Then on the other hand, networks themselves are the engine to boost the applications and the users' capabilities. They need to be challenged. And them working together and them challenging each other. And this is an environment what we have now set up. So it's up and running now. Welcome to challenge that network. Welcome to build the applications with that network. Both from the networking technology point of view and all the way from an application point of view. And very concrete example of that one is that what we had just recently announced in Nokia Siemens Networks is so-called liquid apps. Liquid applications, which is a networking capability which basically tells to the applications that, well, what is the real-time situation where we are in? So the applications can really take the real-time situation of the network into use. And that is now running here. Running where the core hub is open in the Innovation House and covering all of Otaniemi. We are supporting that from the Nokia Siemens Network office and keep that up to the latest technology so that you can guarantee that the latest things are in that network when that is used. So you can turn to AppCampus, you can turn to Aalto IT to say that, can I use that one? Yes, you can. As long as you keep it well used, as long as you challenge and develop that further. So from our point of view, this is not a business development activity. As said, this is an innovation environment. And as such, it's very close to our hearts, Nokia Siemens Networks, where we continuously need to be innovative and come up with new ideas. A very important idea and aspect of this one is as well that has been emphasized here already before that we cannot do this alone. Innovation is a network of competencies, network of people coming from different directions. And we can provide the capabilities for that one. You are welcome to come and challenge and develop activities. And with that one, we strongly believe that we can build something unique with this one.